What's your relationship with acceptance?
It's something that I try to be very intentional about. Sometimes you don't even realize the parts of you that you aren't accepting. I've been, over the past couple weeks, started incorporating again into my morning routine, like very intentional creative visualization and manifestation, where I choose what I'm manifesting and I focus on that. I envision it. I feel the feeling of those things, right? And today I focused on my body feeling very alive, awake, mobile, flexible, strong, free, just like physical vitality. That's what I was focused on today in my visualization. And I was using affirmations as a part of that. And I didn't even, like, I was telling myself, like, I'm strong, I'm flexible, I'm awake, I'm alive. And then I came to, like, I said, my body is beautiful. And I felt like something, all of a sudden, all these feelings came up, like, wow, that was something I needed to hear. So I just repeated over and over again. I didn't even know that I needed to hear that, you know? And so, like, that was a level of acceptance that I didn't realize that I wasn't giving myself, you know? Um, so, yeah, I think it's a fluid thing. It's not something is one and done, you know?
Yeah, I agree. You know, when I said love is the connection that binds all things earlier, the connection is the relationship. And that is the thing that we are managing. And I think that's just a part of what it means to be human. There's nothing bad about it. It's just the function of existing, you know, going in and out and up and down and right or wrong. And acceptance is a part of that. There's so many things that we have to do, I feel, as human beings to shortcut just to get to the next day, the next idea, the next thought. We potentially could have been carrying something for so long that we feel that we've forgotten that we're carrying it. Yeah. And then there's something that triggers it and you remind yourself, oh, my body is beautiful. And then you're like, oh man, I had that thought maybe briefly 6 months ago and then just put it to the side so I could get all this other stuff going. And the brain, you know, when you think about it, my wife and I were talking about this earlier. Thinking is expensive. It requires a lot of energy. And the brain makes a lot of assumptions based on previous patterns to draw conclusions in the most efficient way possible so that it can move. But because to actually sit, critically evaluate everything is just too much. We've got to make assumptions so that we can just move. And I think a part of acceptance for me is accepting that I don't always have the answer, and that I can be wrong. Finding myself wrong often about a preconceived idea or an assumption about something because the expense associated with thinking, you know, can cause me to get straight to something, not realizing what I'm giving up or missing through the process of getting to it. And accepting the fact that I have blind spots and not lean so heavily on being right or certain at that conclusion. No, motherfucker, back up a little bit. Go look and see, you know, what you overlooked when you did that. And sometimes there's people, sometimes there's feelings.
I've been thinking about slowing down more, because I think what you're describing there, how the brain, you know, it goes to certain conclusions. Part of that is efficiency, but part of it is just that, like, we don't have a lot of time to slow down and think, you know. One of the bell hooks quotes that I use as inspiration, especially for the song "I Am Love," is that living simply makes loving simple. And I think of that like in everything. When we slow down, when we simplify, when we mute the phone, when we turn the TV off, we really like look around, we start noticing like, oh yeah, I really love the way that the sun hits that wall in the afternoon, you know? And then things are opening up a little bit more. And then you look at your partner and you say like, I just love the way that they like, cross their legs or, whatever it is.
The simplest thing.
But it's like if you're going all the time, you don't have the space for that.